Okay, you know.
Hi.
Yesterday I had a really nice speech, all ready to go. It was all nice stuff, and Grandma Betty said, "Well, I don't care what you say, just make sure it's funny." So I had to throw that away. That would have been embarrassing, because it was just nice. So I'm not going to talk about me. I'm going to talk about our guest tomorrow. Okay, so we all speak in code. And when I was younger, I listened to the words, but I really didn't understand the meaning behind the words. So even though it's late for a lot of us, I'm going to help us all decode some of Betty-isms. And this is a good thing to do because if you really love somebody, you won't hold them hostage to what they say. You'll look deeper and find the true meaning. So the first Betty-ism I'm going to tell you about is, it goes like this. Oh, shut up. You've heard that, haven't you? Now when she says, oh, shut up, what she's really saying is, keep talking, I like what you're saying, but there's the fine balance between the truth and love that's a little bit tipped over, and you just need to work on it a little bit. What you're saying is not appropriate, and it doesn't need to be appropriate, but it maybe is a little too inappropriate. Okay, so the next one is, what are you gonna be? A bum? And when she says this, you know, I was younger, that upset me, but what she really meant was, hard work is good. You are very special. You have a lot of hidden talent, like a flower ready to bloom. One moment. Let's see. Okay, so here's another good one. Oh yeah, he really thinks he's a big shot. This one is proof that Betty believes in an afterlife. The last will be first, and the first will be last. But you don't want all your blessings here on earth. It's good to be humble. Work hard, serve other people. It's better to be served. It's better to serve than to be served. Okay, so this is the last one. Okay, here it goes. Oh well, it doesn't really matter. That's for stuff like mom's telling a story and she forgets the names and the relevant dates, and as you get older, certain things fail, but none of us want to hear you complain about how brilliant you used to be or how wonderful you used to be. Just move along with it. It doesn't matter. And Betty proves this one when she's playing her accordion and she misses a key. She misses a note. But she keeps time because we all want to end at the same place even if we get a little confused. Okay, so I got one more. Your hair. It looks like you put your finger in a socket. Now, I'm not sure about this one. I think it might be code for you have an uncanny sense of style, or it might just mean, it just might mean your hair looks like you put your finger in a socket. That's all I got. Happy birthday, Mom.
Proclaim the even began to I had a lot of them to write about you, and Bob edited most of them. How you molded our personality. But there's children here, so we couldn't tell stories.
That's very true.
How you minimalized us by bringing us down to the ground quickly. But really, let's see, some say that a test of someone's true personality is how children and dogs are observed when they are in their presence. Well, if that was the only gauge was valued on, she would have a tough time. There's a joke in our families that if we have a pet or a dog that's getting up there in age, we don't want our mother to watch, take care of, or come close to the dog. Because when we come home from vacation, she just passed away. It's a good thing. She was suffering. And painless. We could have written a whole chapter on our pets, on that. Cats, hamsters. We only had one dog. Our dog was really smart. She was so afraid of our mother that she would go into the middle of the street and go to sleep because it was a lot safer there. But that was Bob's dog.
But she did sleep right by my bed.
So as far as children, well, the dogs aren't here, but the grandchildren, they had to come. Because if they didn't come, they would know what might happen. Because when they were little, they'd go, yeah, Grandma's kind of different. You don't know how to cook yet? You don't even know how to turn the stove on. Grandma, I'm only 6. But that's not why we're here. We're here because she's a lot more than a dog and child lover. She's a party animal, giver. She's the leader of the band.
Oh my God.
She is first at the front when it's time to volunteer for something. And we love you, Mom. Happy birthday. And thank you all for coming. But there's more because Bob has something special.
It's all special. Just there. We'll see how this works here.
I'm afraid now.
I want to do an adaptive song. This is scary for me, so we'll see if we can do this. I'm going to adapt the song to my mother, and hopefully the music will start soon.
And that's a lot.
And being the firstborn gives me a certain privilege because after I arrived, her whole life changed. So that's what this song is about.